Well, a public health monogram from the Mono County Health Department notes that across the country, influenza activity continues its sharp rise, with reports of influenza-like illness nearing what have been peak levels during moderately severe seasons. Now, so far, there is no peak in sight, and this is predicted to be the worst flu season in decades. States in the West and Southwest, including California, have lagged the rest of the nation in flu activity. This only means that we will get a sneak peek at what we will be facing, according to that press release. Now, the CDC reports that there have been 18 pediatric flu deaths so far this season. A number of otherwise healthy teenagers and young adults have died within 48 hours of becoming ill. Southern California health departments have reported marked increases in visits to emergency departments and doctors' offices for respiratory illness during December. Now, both visitors and locals returning from recent travel have brought the virus into our area in recent days, according to that monogram. Now, this is evidenced by a half a dozen positive flu tests since the first of the year at Mammoth Hospital, and anecdotal reports from healthcare providers of increased respiratory illness and of increased requests for Tamiflu at local pharmacies. Therefore, the press release states, we know the virus is here, and the most efficient spreader of that virus, kindergarten, is now back in session. Now, while the influenza vaccine is not perfect and needs to be given every year, it is still the best protection people have against acquiring the infection. And since the flu season had just begun locally, there's still time to be vaccinated. You might want to contact your healthcare provider, pharmacy, or health department if you have not gotten a flu shot. Now, some advice from Rick Johnson, Mono County Health Officer. He says to wash your hands often and keep them away from your mouth, nose, and eyes. And if you do get sick, cover your cough, stay home, drink plenty of fluids, and get plenty of rest. And again, contact your healthcare provider if you do have concerns. Now, Johnson said you do not catch a cold or the flu from being out in the cold. You must be around someone who gives it to you. So Johnson says that you should eat well, drink plenty of fluids, dress warmly, and get some exercise out in our beautiful outdoors here in the Eastern Sierra. Well, the workshop for helping to shape the City of Bishop Warren Street Improvements Project, that is this Saturday coming up. The workshop will be a chance to help choose the details of that project that will give the project its look and feel. And the workshop is set to start at 10 a.m. Saturday, go until noon at the Bishop City Auditorium, Line and Fowler Streets. Now, the Warren Street project is generally planned to improve the full length of Warren Street with new pavement, curbs, sidewalk, street trees, street lights, and other improvements. And if there is enough money, the blocks on the side streets between Warren and Main Streets will also be improved. Side streets are South, Lagoon, Church, Academy, Pine, and Elm. Now, the money for this project is coming from state and federal gas taxes. Now, a group of dedicated volunteers have put the project concept together, and this is with an eye toward making the street pleasant for pedestrians and shoppers. So, in addition to the general features, their concept includes pocket parks, seating areas, colored concrete with designs, landscaping, banners, improved utility poles, bike racks, restrooms, and shade trees. Now, these ideas are shown on drawings prepared for the project, and they are available on the city website, and you can go to that at ca-bishop.us. Well, Bennett Kessler filed this report. Consultants hired by Inyo County and the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power say flows down the lower Owens River need some changes to keep water quality good and fish alive. Now, the county and LADWP issued their annual report on the lower Owens River, and with that report, the consultants ESI Incorporated have made recommendations for changes. Now, they call it adaptive management actions. According to Larry Freilich, the Inyo County mitigation manager for the lower Owens River project, the idea is to vary the water flows with the intent to clean out the river at specific times of the year. Now, Freilich said that if too much organic material accumulates in the river and the once-a-year flushing flows stir it all up, that can take the oxygen out of the water and kill fish. So the consultants, headed by Mark Hill, recommended the release of more water from the Alabama spill gates or a greater release from the top of the river intake. Both plans would be designed to wash out some of those organic materials. Now, the question in front of the agencies, what flow regimen will move the organic materials out of the river system? Now, once the annual flushing flow gets toward the south end of the river, the water volume has dropped, creating the danger of a fish kill. Now, Inyo County supports a different flow regimen. Los Angeles, against the use of more water, is still looking at the recommendations. The Lower Owens River annual report is currently open for public comment, and public comment will end on January 18th. You can send those comments to the Inyo County Water Department, and that is P.O. Box 337, Independence, or LADWP at 300 Mandich Street in Bishop. And you can check out our website, sierrawave.net, to see the link for that report. Now, the Inyo LA Technical Group will hold a meeting to vote on the plan in late January or February. Well, some excellent readings were performed last Saturday in Mammoth Lakes at the Poetry Out Loud. The winner of the 2013 Mono County level of the national contest, that was Kate Wilson, and the runner-up was Taylor Sanders. Now, 8 students competed in Poetry Out Loud: Evelyn Bath, Josh Disbro, and Lance Warner of Colville High School, Berlin Del Aguirre from Lee Vining, and Maritzel Herrera, Taylor Sanders, Tatum Sangiven, and Kate Wilson of Mammoth High. Now, Disbro and Herrera had competed last year, but this was the first time for the other 6 students whose grade level ranged from freshman to senior. The teachers who worked with the students were Ms. Taylor at Lee Vining High School, Mr. Johnson at Colville High, and Ms. Olinka at Mammoth High School. The state finals are in Sacramento in March, and the national finals will be at the end of April in Washington, D.C. And again, congratulations to the top 2 Mono County Poetry Out Loud finishers, Kate Wilson and Taylor Sanders. We'll be back with more news.